Hey guys, welcome to Driven by Jace. I know a lot of you guys are out test driving cars, especially this time of year, and there's lots of pressure. You're sitting there with the car salesman, you have a 20-minute test drive, but really, what is it like to live with? Well, we have the 2026 Hyundai Sonata here, and we had a chance to take on a little road trip, drive it around town for quite a while, and we figured out some things that you might want to know before pulling the trigger on purchasing one for yourself. Let's take a look right now. All right, guys, let's get in the Sonata here, 2026 version. We're gonna get right in here on the car. So you're initially going to see there's a lot of screen here. This is one big screen. It does connect here in the middle, so fully digital everywhere. One of the biggest things I noticed about this car driving it for a while is the door. You have this really nice pad here, but that's where you kind of pull the door to get in. So when you want to get into the car, it's just kind of awkward. It's really wide, so it's just weird to get used to. So you might get used to it after a while, but I really haven't yet after driving it for a while. The other thing you're going to really notice is the shifter on this guy. The shifter is underneath here attached to the steering wheel, kind of like Toyota used to do on their cruise controls back in the day. But again, when you want to operate this, you're going to twist up for drive, and you twist down for reverse, and then you're going to press in for park. So kind of awkward at first, but you eventually get a hang of it here. You're also going to notice the screen here for your instrument cluster. This particular layout has blue and orange. You can change that over here under setup and then screen layout, and then you can go between the different styles, do all blue, all red. The screen is pretty responsive. I play with it quite a bit. It seems pretty overall easy to use. You do have your heated seats for both sides in this particular trim, so for the driver side and the passenger side. There's a ton of leg room on both sides in here. I had to move my seat forward actually. I felt I was so far away from the dashboard. So you may notice that too. And on the passenger side, there's a little cubby here. You'll see a picture of it. I'll put the picture for you. But it's pretty nice little cubby there that you can put some extra stuff in as you're driving. This little center area is ginormous. It's just, you can fit multiple phones in here. You do have ports. So one is just a standard USB-C. The other one here is actually where you can do just charging, or you can do charging and a connection, which would go to your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's kind of nice. And this little guy over here, and you press it, it actually reveals a cigarette lighter port, so that's kind of nice. You also will notice here you get the cup holders. I love that they have the little expandable areas, all four sides on all cup holders. That's one of the things that I kind of nitpick sometimes for cars, especially you have a smaller can in here, like an energy drink or something like that. It just doesn't fit very well, and you got to slides around. So this is nice that it will kind of cup your larger drink, or your smaller drinks actually. And then the center console is quite large actually. You can fit a lot of stuff in here, pretty deep. I will say too is in this area here, I didn't mention this is grippy, so your phone, wherever you put it here, will hold on to it. I really do appreciate that Hyundai did that for us. And then you're going to see here you do have this little parking camera. So this is really a nice camera. You can actually change the display on this to do a smaller angle, or you can do straight down on the ground. So that's pretty nifty too. You can do that. Or of course, I like this screen the best to have the full on view. All right, guys. So let's take a hop into the back seat of the Sonata here. So entry, pretty easy. Back here, pretty nice overall. You do have on the door, there's still the really large kind of area here where you grab onto. It is kind of soft when you're sitting back here. Leg room, decent. The seat is all the way back for me being 6 foot. A little bit of space here still for my knees. Your feet can go underneath the seat, so you can kind of push that back a little bit. You do have 2 USB-C ports down there. Only a cubby on the passenger side, not the driver's side, but I guess you don't get to put anything on the back of the driver's side. But overall, I would say rated this pretty good. Headroom up here, I'll show you again. Headroom up here, pretty decent. I mean, my head definitely is not touching being as tall as I am. So overall, pretty good space back here. So as we do this nighttime review, the driving experience for me in this Sonata has been exceptional. I really enjoyed how the driver position is really good. This car going over bumps is incredibly nice. It goes over bumps with ease. It cushions them really nicely. It feels like you're in a much higher quality car than what the Sonata starts at. On this one of my gripes is just the steering wheel. This is very hard plastic, but this is more of the base trim. So the higher trims, you have a nicer leather wrap steering wheel. So that's my one thing. If you are going for the lower trim, if you don't mind a hard plastic steering wheel, I definitely go for the higher ones. But lots of space in this car. Driving experience is really, really nice. I was very impressed with this. I've driven some other Hyundais before, the Palisade, I've driven the Tucson before, and this rides exceptionally nice. Well, that wraps up the 2026 Hyundai Sonata review. This vehicle continues to offer a comfortable ride, modern tech, and strong value in the mid-size sedan space. Thanks again for watching.